to M&M, and this week we have a very special episode for you where our normal GM will be playing a character, and I will be your GM for this session. Let's begin.
I haven't gotten really good sleep the last several days. I don't know what it is.
It's because you're an idiot.
That doesn't make any sense. No, it's because of this
You chose to
stupid
sleep.
mat.
Yeah, you chose to sleep with a rock as your pillow. What kind of moron?
How was I supposed to know? It fits the same contours, you know?
You gotta use the cloth blanket. You roll it up and you put it on your arm.
Dude, but then I get cold.
Men don't get cold.
Dude, we've been living out here for like days now. I don't even know. It's so frustrating.
As we see here, our two brothers, Darkin and Dragoon, are, well, on the run, you could say. Well, off the beaten path, as they might have caused an explosion in Messegoria during their stay with the Academy.
Well,
Not the
it wasn't
greatest
an approved
thing.
project.
The design was approved. I don't understand why they could blame it on us. It just doesn't make any sense.
Now, they set out and look for a new adventure, maybe a place a little more suited for explosions. And they make their way across the Vencatius River, a little closer to danger as the Rallics are invading, and
Dude, if we see a relic, I'm running. I'm just letting you know.
I'm
right
gonna
now.
punch him in the face.
Dude, you can punch him all you want. I'm running the other way.
now after their fantastic sleep on the ground, they make their way to a hill. But atop the hill, they see smoke in the distance.
Hey, what is that?
Almost as if something is
Somebody making
burning.
a fire?
Well, doesn't that look a little hefty for a normal campfire?
I don't know. I've seen some hefty campfires in my day.
I don't know. Looks suspicious. Reminds me of our good old days in Messegoria.
When we burned it down?
Yes.
Well, okay. Do you want to check it out, or are you just gonna sit here
Honestly,
and talk
I'm
about
so bored. I'd rather do anything than just stand here.
it?
So
Yeah, it's a fire where they're cooking some meat. Oh, I'll take some meat.
it's been so long. Let's get over there right now.
All right, we head over there.
All right, and as you get closer, you see a fort almost, one that has been ruined, attacked, you could say. Buildings are burning. You can hear screams in the distance.
Oh my goodness! What happened here? What in the? Hey, we should go help. Like, I hope they're not under attack.
Yeah, let's. I hope they are. Is that wrong for me to say?
Yes.
All right, well, let's go.
Come on, they might need help. So we rush over there.
Yeah.
All right, and as you approach, you see a gate that's almost been bashed in, like it has just been crushed by a giant battling ram.
Oh.
And as you get closer, you see someone run up to you. Please help me, Raiders!
Ah! Raiders! Let's get out of here!
No, I'm going.
No, wait!
I head directly towards where that person was running from.
All right, and you see this big, burly giant.
I'm like hiding behind a pillar or something, looking around.
Hey, boy. Just for clarity's sake, now the two of us are Greater Kendoti, so I am still a pretty intimidating 7-foot-tall dragon-like form myself. Heavy scales and a large dragon snoot, I guess. We'll go with snoot. And kind of this greenish scales all over and almost gold lining around like the horns of the dragon himself, the dragon head himself. And so I look right at this giant, cracking my knuckles, getting ready. You want a tangle, buddy?
Drago! No! Don't do that!
Who do you think you are? I'm the leader of this, well, party you see
I think
here.
you're about to be the leader of my face. Wait.
That doesn't make any sense! What are you saying?
I'm not good with the battle smack talk, alright?
I doubt it.
Alright.
Just get over it!
No!
Run while you still can!
I'm gonna just rush in, and I'm gonna use one of my martial arts strike, and in combination with bestial claws. So you see like this green. You see, as I have these gauntlets on, there's a lot of writing written all over them, and I kind of swipe one of the strips of writing and whisper something as three on each side, like energy claws, just form out of my hands as I rush towards this giant and just go for a punch in his wherever I can reach.
Punching with the claws?
And with the claws like kind of extended out and just like punch and slash.
So like right in the stomach?
Yeah, probably. I got a 1.
Well, he got a nat 20, so you definitely did not hit. As he completely anticipates your attack, stepping back and actually swiping you with one big punch.
Drago, no! What are you doing?
The punch is so powerful that it almost like pushes you back a little bit.
What?
And you see like me like scribbling on like a chalkboard as I like kind of like make this motion. You see like this like dust fly out, and then like this energy swirls, and then like flies up like into like a ball in the sky and creates like this like big energy prison, and it just falls down and like goes right around this huge enemy of mine, and it's prison sentence that I used on him.
What the heck?
Come on!
How do I
Get out of there!
What the heck?
Quick, hurry before he figures
As
out
he's,
how to
like,
break it!
Bashing it on the walls.
Yeah, it only lasts so long.
As I stand
force
back up,
against it.
I ain't going nowhere. As I reach between the bars just enough to grab on somewhere on him, and I use crippling touch, which is releasing chaotic energy into him, and I got a 19 that time.
And you. So what does this exactly do?
It's chaotic energy. So it's just like it shoots pain through them, basically.
And it is successful as you just see him almost fall to the ground as he's shaking. It's burning.
Oh my goodness. He's actually doing pretty good. I look around and I see if there's like anybody that like needs help at that moment.
Yeah, there's multiple people just sort of taking water buckets and like nobody's really injured. The raiders are more looting things and just burning everything to the ground.
Okay, got it. Well, then I just leave him to his own devices, and I start grabbing a jug of water and tossing it on the fires.
Alright.
I still like look at this giant in here, and I'm like, all right, this is it, buddy. And I just I use precise bolt, which just shoots a directed beam of energy at him. I got a 5.
And you do it almost like you hit him, but his armor is a little tougher than you would have thought, and it sort of absorbs it, and he's like, "You won't get me twice." As he's breaking out of this prism.
You know what? That's it. All right, you go ahead.
As you're putting out fires, there's actually a couple more raiders who come up to you, and you're like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
I'm helping the people. What do you mean? What do you think I'm doing?
Are you in trouble? Oh my god.
Like, just leave me alone, and nobody gets hurt.
As they go for an attack on you.
Hey, whoa! What are you doing?
One of these relics has one of these giant spears as he goes for a stab at you.
Alright, and I use my reaction to like pull out like a gemstone, and I like hold out in front of me using a transformation energy. I create like this like huge barrier that like just comes out of this crystal as it like forms this crystalline barrier like all around me.
Alright. And as he stabs, it actually ends up breaking the spear. Oh. You shouldn't have done that. As he pulls out a shotgun from
At this
from what
point,
she's carrying.
rushing in, seeing this happen, and I'm just gonna do a tornado kick to this guy's face and just try to knock him out. That's the goal. I got 17.
As you completely obliterate him, he is on the floor, ice cold, as his other two buddies now whip out their shotguns and go in for a blast.
Thanks, Dragon!
Boom! I mean, do something.
Thanks, Dragon! Oh,
Alright.
goodness.
As they shoot you, one of them completely misses and almost takes off the head of the other guy somehow. as one of them, as the other one shoots and like riddles you with bullets.
Seeing that Dragon is getting pummeled over there, I retract my shield, and then what am I gonna do? Oh, yes, I'm gonna use Delirium on him. Activate my key for Delirium, which will, if successful, it's going to make him just do something that he typically wouldn't do in this scenario. So it might be just drop his weapons and run. It might be do a little dance. It could be anything. He just forgets where he's at and what's appropriate and just does whatever. So, it's
The
more,
higher the roll, the more against his character it is.
Yes.
So,
It's a 19.
As he looks at his friend, and anger urges in his eyes. You stole my bread this morning! What the heck, man? As he just punches him out.
That's not what I expected.
that's what I like to see. So
Hey, I didn't mean like hit the guy. I just meant
activate-
go do something nuts.
I activate one of my other keys as well, and actually like make contact with myself. And I'm using minor restoration, and I kind of patch up a little bit. It's not like completely patching up what was just done to me, but it pushes some of the bullets out of me. Just gets a little bit. I feel a little bit better after that. That's it.
Hey, Drago, just cut it out, okay? Wait, we gotta get out
You know
of
how
here.
you fight fire? With fire.
No, that's not how you do that. It's with water, actually. I start throwing water back at him.
I release my breath weapon and just try to aim at as many of them as I can see at a time. It's kind of like a cone, so it just as many of them as in my range as possible. I just go for max damage.
Well, as you get ready to do this, a couple more guys actually come up, unknowing to what you're about to do, as you burn them.
Yeah, I got a 16 by the way, so if that means anything, but yeah.
They did not roll very high. As you burn them to the ground, and they are now immobilized.
Drago, we are putting out the fire. You're making it worse. What are you doing?
As you see the giant step up from his kneeling position after regaining his breath, and he looks around as he sees you guys have took out most of his helpers, and he goes,
Come on, buddy. I'm ready.
as you see him bolt the other direction out the door, and turning around, he says, I'll be back, and you haven't heard the last of me. I'm bringing Malachi back with me.
I'm gonna try and chase him down.
Alright.
I just run full speed after this man. I ain't done with you yet, man. As I just go after him as fast as I possibly can.
Alright, and as he sees you, you actually see him almost bring out like a rock as he throws it behind him, and it sort of is a charm that brings up the ground as almost a wall in front of you, blocking you from your path.
Dude, Don't be dumb. Come on, man.
I can do it. I'm just gonna keep punching the wall.
Alright. I'm looking for anybody that needs help as of this moment.
Someone comes up to you. Please help me! Please help me! My family, they're locked in the burning building. Please!
Oh goodness! And I rush over there and I like just try and like body slam into the wall. I am of like the same kind of stature and features as my brother here, except I'm just a tad skinnier, but it's really not that noticeable, and there's really no reason why I should have my scaredy cat attitude, but it's just how my personality is.
These doors aren't that strong as you just sort of bashed through the door. and almost like you hit it so hard that, yeah, you kind of like stumble. As a bunch of people run at you and flock out the door.
Oh, it's burning!
By the way, when I was punching it, I got a 22 because I have advantage on. This is me punching the wall.
Well, you do manage to sort of just destroy the wall, but you don't see him anymore as he's wandered into the woods and you've completely lost track.
All right, I go back to look for if anyone else needs help with Myth Darken.
Yeah, as you guys can certainly help put out those fires, that's all that it really is left, and just calming down the city folk.
Well, I guess no meat for us today. That sucks.
As a guy comes up to you, well, we have plenty of livestock if you want some meat.
Wait,
you certainly saved us. We can cook you up a nice cooked meal today.
Let's go! Okay, that's great. Thank you. I really appreciate
this giant was that attacked you. Have you seen him before?
Unfortunately, they're raiders. They keep coming. They want us out. Ever since Lantheon pushed up, there was a guard post stationed here once actually, and they used to protect us, but they just kept raiding us so much that we lost everyone, and we can't move. These are our homes. This is our... So we just...
Well, looks like you guys need to build some stronger walls or something. I mean, otherwise they're just gonna keep coming back and doing the same thing again, right?
Well, we don't have any time. I mean, you guys are the first visitors that we've seen in, well, maybe a couple of months, and...
Have you requested any assistance from Lantheon?
We've sent many of scouts out to request people, but nobody seems to come back. It's almost like they just stay where they're at, and we're just destined to die out here. I'm not really sure.
That's awful. Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
We were actually wondering if you two could help us.
You know, actually, I was just thinking about this. If you could gather me some materials, I could make a very, very powerful bomb that we may have patented ourselves. We're sort of geniuses, but, our genius...
It wasn't supposed to be a bomb.
I know it wasn't supposed to be a bomb, okay?
A bomb in our city?
Oh, no.
We don't wanna... Don't blow us up!
No. It's not in the city. Like, we can just put it out in the ground out there. They walk over and kablooey! You know? Just a thought. I mean, it realistically probably can't.
Like I always say, you fight fire with more fire.
No, that's literally not how that
Well,
works.
what kind of materials would you need?
Well, we need some Voltara crystals, which I'm pretty sure you don't have. We also need, like, a gigaton of energy from any source, really, because it can just absorb anything. And, also high-intensity lasers. Do you happen to have those?
No.
Oh.
This is a very poor town, and we just got raided, actually. They stole, like, everything we had.
Well, I guess that wouldn't really work then.
Do you know where they went? We can try to get the stuff back. I'm mad at them still.
I'm back.
Well, they do have
So extra.
a compound, I think. Probably a day's ride out. If you just go, north from where we are. But
you know where I'm not going.
I do warn you though that if that's the path you choose to take, there are quite a few people. I mean, they do constantly raid us. I'm not sure what kind of outpost
Do you have
it
any
is.
fighters with you? We can take them with us.
No,
Take the
unfortunately,
fight.
I'm not a big believer in combat.
He's coming.
Excuse me? No, I'm a researcher, and I can help you here.
Would you like to have some combat right now?
What are you trying to say, brother?
You're coming with me.
No, I'm not coming. I'm staying here. If you want me to
He's
help you
coming.
rebuild, I can do that. But
No, he's coming.
I mean, we would love someone to help us rebuild. I mean, if
Great.
building up stronger defenses is what it takes,
oh yes, that's exactly what it
we
is.
don't have very many fighters, but we're most certainly willing to fight for what we got.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know,
Bring me your fighters. I'll teach them what I know.
As you see, like this, just these ragtag group of individuals. They're mostly farmers. They got a couple of like you know, the hay pitchforks and stuff. As they bring you up, is like, I mean, these are our most healthiest men and women. I mean, they're not really fighters.
All right, troops, gather around.
Dragon, they're literally not fighters. What are you trying to do here?
I'm gonna teach them the way of the fist.
As you see this really
5
small,
minutes?
this really small, like kid-looking fellow comes up to you and is like, "I'll fight."
He's got spirit.
No. In fact, why don't we just evacuate? I mean, it'll just be better. We don't.
These
lose
are their
anybody.
homes. We have to protect them.
Yeah, which are now burned to the ground and they lost their stuff. So it makes travel a lot easier.
But like, what you don't know is these grounds are sacred. There's a lot of ores underneath these
Well,
ground.
maybe
right?
you shouldn't have built your settlement on very...
But they don't know that. They just steal whatever they want.
Okay, but even so, then you can come back and mine here. You just don't live here.
But these
It's
are
not
homes.
safe, and they can't come back.
Well then, let Lantheon come back and take the territory when they're able to.
Who needs Lantheon when you got me?
You are so full of yourself.
Well, that could be true.
Could be. Yes, that is 100% true. Anyway, I don't think it's safe here, okay? Like, taking another look at everything, I was thinking that maybe I could hunker down here with you guys and build up some stuff, but there's not much to build here as far as I can see.
But we can build. We will rebuild. These are homes, and we will defend them.
How long?
Dragon, tell them.
How long do you usually have between attacks?
Well, normally they come once a month, but seeing how you kind of flesh them out, maybe 15 days for them to recuperate. I'm not really sure.
That's enough time.
Enough time for what?
I can get all these men fighting ready.
Well, do you guys at least will you be able to feed us while we're here?
Oh, we've got lots of food. For whatever reason, they actually don't take a grain supply. That's like the one thing they always miss.
Well, we're famished, so please. If you don't mind,
we've got more than enough food for years.
Great.
First thing that we need to build is a dojo so I can teach these people the way.
We're not gonna build a dojo. What are you talking about?
I think it's the most important.
15 days. Did you not hear that?
It'll take it only like 5 to build it.
So you have 10 days to train your troops?
I'm gonna need 3.
Alright, then do that first.
But how can I train them if I don't have a place to train them?
As you see, like one of the people you saved come up to you. Well, you can use my house. I mean, there's not much in it anymore. It's kind of open.
Only if we call the house a dojo.
I don't really care what you call it.
All right, I think that settled it.
And you two are free to have it. Actually, sleep there. I'll move in with my brother.
I mean, I couldn't... Yes, we'll take it.
Perfect.
One of
Wonderful.
them like provide like the whole thing, so I think we can take a house.
Definitely. I mean, I have not slept in a house for a long time.
Well,
and that would be
well, here,
nice.
let me show you where it is. As he brings you to like this like torn up house. The top is a little burnt as you kind of just put out the
Is
fire.
the roof intact? Still?
Yeah, for the most part. There might be a little hole, but they're working on repairing it. So within a day, it'll all be good. They've become quite quick at repairing their houses, as this is a common occurrence for them.
Well, this isn't too shabby.
It looks perfect.
I've got 2 blankets here for you.
He can keep both of them.
We don't really have much of a bed. They stole those, but there's blankets, plenty of blankets.
So they stole your beds, but not your food?
I really don't understand it either. They're very weird.
I've really wanted to sleep in a bed for a long time, and the fact that they stole them makes me really upset. So, I'm honestly kind of questioning if we shouldn't just go to
Dude,
war.
we make new beds every month, and they steal them every time. I don't know why.
Well, probably so fat they just break their beds.
They're rated for like 500 pounds. They're good quality beds.
They're really fat.
Look, maybe they use them for their livestock.
Maybe they just farm beds.
How
You
does
guys
that
are
work?
really weird. Where are you from?
We're from the academy in Mesagoria, and that's where our roots are. And we're really passionate researchers, but
You don't look like researchers.
that's because we've been out of the job for at least a month and a half.
It's actually a month and 3/4.
At least a month and a half. So,
Where's Mesagoria? I was born here.
well, it's further off to the east, big city, massive buildings, and there's all these smart people that gather there, and they like talk about numbers and letters and how you put them in order. And then we combine our genius to make big things.
Interesting.
Yes, it's quite interesting.
But then after we were rejected, I had to take up the way of the fist.
You were doing that on the side anyway.
Yeah,
Wait, why'd they kick you out?
Okay.
We were blamed
I
for the
had
administration's wrongdoings.
Look, I had this genius plan, which should have worked, by the way. I don't know what happened. Somebody probably tampered with it. And it was going to generate an enormous amount of power for the whole city of Mesagoria. Turns out, it could also be a bomb if,
Wait, you blew it up?
on accident. And then, also, I'm pretty sure my designs were perfect, so I think that they were probably the ones who messed it up. Just saying. Also, we got blamed for it even though we got approval for it. So really, it's not even our fault.
What do you mean your designs? I definitely contributed at least like half the effort.
Okay, sure. But the starting idea was mine, so. Yeah. Concept was all in here. Yeah.
Yeah, but without actual action, your wimpiness would have screwed it up.
Honestly, that's fair.
Well, I'll
can't
let
really
you guys
rebuttal.
get some rest for tonight. Here's some food as they hand you like this huge baked pig that they just had roasted over a fire for you.
I do love a good hog.
Yeah.
And here are some new clothes if you desire to change.
Oh, sweet. I don't think this is gonna fit me.
No, it will. They're extra stretchy, I promise.
What are these made out of? Like putty? Okay.
We have a special animal we actually breed here that its wool is super elastic.
Oh,
It's literally one size fits all.
that's incredible.
I know.
Well,
I'm wearing the same size as you are right now.
that's absurd. You're so small. I mean, you're just.
I'm only 6 foot.
You're just shorter than I am. Because I'm big. Yes. Yeah. No offense.
I keep looking at the clothing, but I just kind of set it off to the side.
You got a problem with that?
Nope.
Well, have a good night, you two.
Thanks.
As he shuts the door.
Well, I didn't really expect that we'd get ourselves here, but at least it's better than nothing.
I think I got
sleeping
it.
out by a tree on a rock.
I think we should just go over there and just punch him in the face.
The kid?
No, the Raiders.
Oh, I know you think that. But you don't think very far ahead
I can take him.
when it comes to your fists.
I think I can take him.
You're like a glutton, but for punching things.
All right. One of my passions didn't work out, and that was doing research. So I had to dive all in into the other passion. That's punching people in the face. Now that's all I want.
How do you get passionate about punching people in the face?
Try it sometime. You'll get passionate.
I don't even want to give it a shot. Anyway, let's just go to sleep.
Fine.
Alright, we sleep soundly
And
on the floor.
you hear movement during the night as these people are quickly restoring their houses as they actually don't sleep much, oddly enough to you. So they kind of are hard at work in the hours of the night, and they maybe go to bed for 4 hours before you wake up to a knock at your door.
Who is it?
It's me, Bartholomew. I have food, breakfast, if you want it.
Oh! Why, yes! Come right in. Come right in.
Bartholomew, we always want breakfast. That's something you can count on.
Well, here you go. I made it myself. Thank you for saving my family.
Of course, yes. It's only natural.
Anytime.
It's like a really weird pudding. Like you almost look at it and you're like, what the heck is this? But try it, I promise. And it's weird because it tastes like the most extravagant thing you've ever had.
Wow! What is this stuff?
Oh, yeah. I just gobble it up. It's
Well,
gone.
I don't know exactly what it is. Let's just say I'm not a great cook, and one time I was putting all these ingredients into something, and then, I kind of mashed it all up, and then cooked it, and then boiled it, and then,
It's really good.
and then, it came out like this.
Well, the flavor is certainly interesting, I'll tell you that. Something in my stomach doesn't feel the best.
I think I should eat it.
As you see, this guy might be like 15 or 16 as his father walks in. Are you serving him their pudding again? Why are you serving him the pudding? We told you never to make that again. As he brings you in like a nice chunk of meat. Here you guys are.
Where are your facilities to relieve oneself?
There's a hole right outside your house.
I'll be back in an hour.
Oh, it really starts easing up the stomach for sure.
Sorry guys. I told him never to serve anybody his pudding, but he keeps giving it to people.
Well, I mean, the flavor is interesting. It's just my stomach wasn't so happy about that. Appreciate the meat. I do like myself a good
I would
sausage.
not go out there for at least, like, a day.
Well, it is your house. I wouldn't go out there.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't. Friendly warning.
Well, I guess I'll have to find myself a different hole.
All right.
I'd
Well,
recommend it.
you guys enjoy your breakfast. If you truly are helping us, how are you helping us?
Well, right now we're thinking about how we should, go about our plan of action.
I think we should go over there. We should punch him in the face.
We're not gonna go
Tell
over
him-
there and
tell
punch
him
him in
leave
the
me
face
alone.
because.
Are you gonna help us rebuild?
Oh yes, I can help you rebuild for sure. Yes, absolutely. Let me finish my breakfast.
And you're gonna help us train?
Yeah. You guys are wimps, and I gotta make you into ship shape. That's not the word I was looking for, but we're gonna do that anyway.
Oh, all right.
Awesome. We'll be gathered in the town center. You know, the big building in the middle of town. When you guys are ready.
Understood.
You guys rebuilt it that fast? Holy crap! That thing was gone just like last night.
Yeah, we're fast. That's like the only thing we're good at, actually, building.
Well, that's really impressive, I must say. How much did you guys sleep last night?
Like 2.5 hours. We don't need sleep either.
Why?
We absorb the sun.
You're a plant?
Kinda.
Alright, can I get a sample of you later? I mean, I know it sounded weird, but... I would like to study you, in fact. That is a very interesting property.
No.
Never mind then.
I'm not giving you a sample of me.
Never mind then. Just forget I ever said anything.
A piece of your hair would suffice. I think you should have led with that.
Maybe.
Why would you want my hair?
Just study it, like I said, because that's a very interesting phenomenon.
But I don't know.
Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go help you build, alright?
Oh.
Then I
Okay.
go like climb something and I start like hammering in some planks.
Are you still in your house at this point?
No, I leave the house.
What are you building exactly?
Like anything that looks like there's a hole in it or damage, I'm just like putting planks over the hole, like patching it.
All right. There is like a wooden wall that they've sort of made. It doesn't look like it was always there, but because of the raiders, they put it up real quick. So that would be what you're sort of bolstering up.
Great.
Is there any new improvements you have for us?
I'm sure I could think of something, yes. In fact, I was thinking of a very exotic trebuchet that uses a lot of different links and pulleys and, different systems to get maximum launch velocity.
Well, if you have the plans, we certainly are great builders.
I have the mind. I got you.
Well, I'll gather up my best builders and send them off with you.
Great. I'll meet him over there.
At this point, I go to wherever they're meeting to learn from me, and
The dojo?
yeah, and the dojo.
Which is our house?
Yes, I bring them home. Alright, you bunch of silly worms. Line up.
As you sort of see them, like they're like terrified at you. They're like terrified of you. They're like, this guy's yelling at us. What the heck?
I said line up.
As they sort of jump into this like really uneven line.
Alright, I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by lines. So you move right here, you move right here, you stay in this fashion. This is a lineup, alright? We're going down here, yep, alright. You stay right there. Alright, everybody, we're gonna warm up with some stretches. That way you don't pull a muscle.
As one of the guys raises his hand.
What's your question?
When are we gonna learn to fight?
After you learn to not break yourself in the middle of a fight. That's why we do some stretches. Alright. What do you want?
I'm not very flexible.
You're about to be.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Yeah. I'm like over there like explaining like this design. I just hear, oh, there he goes again. The stretch routine.
You didn't have to go all the way down. Oh my god.
I'm gonna need surgery. I don't think I'm getting up after this.
Somebody get him up.
Put him in the sun.
You're fine. Alright.
It's like his legs are like kind of broken and like
Everybody else is like,
Alright. Here.
he like can't stand. He's like crawling out of the
I kind
dojo.
of like grab onto him. I lift him up. I use minor restoration to at least patch him up enough where he's not like in extreme pain.
Thank you very much.
Don't make me have to do that again.
I don't think I'm getting that low again.
Yes, that would be preferred. Alright. Now, we're gonna learn the basic strike. Alright, everyone. Hands together. Take a step back in your firm stance. And you gotta punch using all your hip motions to actually make impact. Alright, let's see you guys do it.
As they sort of do it, one guy might have like thrown a little too hard, and he actually punches the guy next to him. Ah! What the? What are you? Did you just hit me?
That's excellent. I like the ferocity.
As like the two of them are in the corner just going at it now.
Okay.
Why did you hit
much
me?
ferocity.
Stop hitting me!
I said quiet.
As they look up at you and they're like, oh.
Get back in line.
Alright, now who's gonna test this trebuchet? Alright, yeah, you sit right there. Perfect. Alright, release! Ah! It's beautiful! We did set up a. Oh, crap. I like run over to this guy.
His back is like broke as you just launched him straight into the air.
What did you do?
I like throw him on my back and I start sprinting back to Dragon.
I'm gonna use all my energy just fixing what you break.
Look, okay, it went actually way better than I thought it would.
Thank you.
Yeah, just rest over here. You did good.
But why did you launch me?
Well, we had to test it somehow, and
But we have rocks.
You do?
They're over in the rock pile.
Oh, well,
What were you planning on launching with this anyway if it didn't have rocks?
well. I was thinking of launching us. We launch ourselves with like a dagger out.
I like that. I want to try it.
See?
But later. I have a class to teach.
All right, fine, whatever.
Alright, you sorry bunch of maggots, let's keep moving. Yeah, so I keep doing that for a little while.
All right, and they are progressing better than you would have expected. There are definitely multiple fights that you've had to put out in day one because people are just continuously hitting each other, and these people are very passive but also aggressive if they get hit by their friend. They're like very scared up until they get hit, and then they're afraid, and then they just go all out. It's a very weird community.
You gotta remember that anger. Don't channel it at your comrades. When the enemy hits you, you feel that same anger when you got hit by a friend. You just get all mad up inside and you just punch them in the face. What's your question?
I'm afraid of the enemy.
Well, the enemy's afraid of you.
I don't think they are.
They're like spiders,
They've raided us each month.
They're more
for the
afraid
past
of you
3
than
years.
you are of them.
I don't think they're afraid of us.
Alright, well they're about to be.
Well, maybe you, but they're not gonna be afraid of us.
All right, Dragon.
That's-
Sorry to interrupt your class. I have a little demonstration.
No. That's
real quick.
That's your biggest advantage. Your biggest advantage is that they don't fear you. So they're gonna not expect what you're about to do to them, and you're gonna go up to them, and they're gonna be like, huh, this little moron's gonna try to do something. What an idiot! And they're gonna try throwing a punch, and you're gonna block that punch, and you're gonna punch them in the face. And they
So
won't ever see
I'm
it
like,
coming.
as he's talking about this, I'm like handing out these like little like, basically akin to toothpicks that were like fashioned out from just like wood that was sitting over in the pile, and like they're like perfectly like formed so that they're like symmetrical on both sides, and I like just like handing them out to all of them. I'm like, all right guys, check this out, and I like turn to the wall. And I like hold it just like this, put a ton of pressure, and then I flick it, and it goes, and then it just like sticks right into the wall. I'm like, now, you can do that, but to people's eyeballs, boom, they can't see anything.
I'm not sure. I have
Okay, you
the
just gotta hold
skill
it like
set.
this, and I like
As
demonstrate
one
the
of them-
exact way to hold it and
As
everything.
one of
so,
them's copying you and looking like directly at you, like this, like this.
Point over there. Point it over there. Point it over there.
As he switches.
Yeah, right out that window. See that? See that cow over there?
as he switches to Dragoon, like this.
Yeah.
He flicks it. It just like.
I'm gonna do attempt to block it. I'm gonna use my my redirect attack move. So like I'm gonna spend some exhaustion to like use some extra effort to deflect this. Yeah.
I'm impressed, honestly.
You see them all start clapping.
When you become masters at this art, you'll be able to do the same thing. Snap it in half, like for no apparent reason.
Yeah. You do realize it took me a while to make those, right?
They're stupid.
Dude, you can hit them right in the eye and boom, they're done.
Who's gonna flick pieces of splinter into their eye when they can punch them in the face?
What if I take it and just stick it in their eye instead of flick it? I feel like I could be
better,
more accurate.
Give me some of those. I put like a few of them in between my fingers. See, now you have spikes, and you just aim for their face, and then if you're lucky, you'll poke one of their eyes and just pull their eye right out with you.
Oh,
That's disgusting.
And then,
Alright, I'm going back to what I was doing.
all right, let's practice. Everyone grab a few of them, put them in your fist. Now do a few forward strikes.
so do you
Don't hit
guys
your neighbor this
continue working?
Yep.
So this night sort of falls, and the next day arises, and you go on continuing training, and it's been about, well, you can assume maybe 8 or 9 days at this point of training and building. What sort of have you built in this time? What do you?
I've made 2 crossbow turrets that have like full on like conveyor belt type things of arrows just like lined up. So all you have to do is like kind of push them down, and then they like load in and line up and just. So I made that on 2 sides. I have the trebuchet, which has been banned from anybody walking close to it because of how many people have been launched from it. And then, so it's like actually like kind of blocked off by a fence. And then I've got like big giant like spikes that are like aimed like outward, like all lined up throughout like the entire like outside of the fort area. That's what I've made.
All right. And how are your warriors looking?
I've started teaching them more kicking abilities now, and I can see that the skills of their martial arts are definitely improving as there's less accidental hitting and there's more direct focused attack. Even though the weakest ones have started to actually have some strength behind their hits and their kicks. And even the most advanced one, I started teaching them how to do the tornado kick that I did.
What about the backflip?
No, they're not ready for that.
I thought you said you could train them in 3 days.
I said I could train them, I didn't say how far I could train them.
That's a good point, actually.
As you get to the end of this day, one of the town leaders, Gary, comes up and he says, "We should have a feast to celebrate you before the invaders come."
I agree.
We appreciate all you've done for us, and we just like to celebrate everything that you've done.
Well, let's get on with it. Thank you. Yes.
As everybody comes to the town hall and is sitting and feasting away, and it's a good time. People are asking you like about your time in school. So what did you all do when you were in the academy?
Well, I mean,
besides blow up it.
Yeah, we don't really mention that anymore. But you know, we were star students back in the day, and
We specialized in the creation and development of war weaponry, and oftentimes we we came up with things from scratch that even the government uses today. But of course, we don't get credit for that because we had a blunder.
Yes, unfortunately. However, you know, we've actually made even some designs that are, too advanced for our time, as we couldn't power our own device that we made, so that's why we decided to make that power source, which didn't end well. But, you know, we were great people, you know, we were well respected.
Have both studied the linguistic arts, so that way we can master the keys of all different styles to make us have powerful abilities.
True. It helps especially for manipulating the different linguistic energies while conducting our experiments.
Yes. And then I applied them heavily to my combat side as well, because I'm always ready for a fight.
For no reason back in the day, but now it's surprisingly useful.
Don't doubt the martial arts.
I won't anymore, honestly. This is pretty good. I can't believe I'm actually being drawn into a fight again, but, you know, I've kind of come to like this place. It's pretty nice. And also, we can't go back to where we were, so this is a pretty good second place right now. It's better than wandering the woods.
It's time to pummel the enemy into the last century.
Well, we're certainly glad to have you help. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
We know.
Just what we do, naturally.
Well, as you continue talking, and it gets to be around midnight, you would think. The moon is dead center in the sky. It is a full moon tonight. And you hear bing, bing, bing. Almost like that there's a bell in the town that they're bashing. And you know this to be the raider alarm.
Is that it?
They're early.
Bing.
Yeah, they're early.
As
Everybody get to your positions!
And you see them like scared and like worried on the worry on their face as they're like,
Hey! I don't want to see any of that fear on you. Hey, take it from here.
Quiet! You have been trained. You all know what you're doing. Don't doubt yourselves now. You can show this force that you will stand against them. You can win. They will never win.
Yeah!
Now let's punch them in their stupid-looking faces.
Yeah!
do you make your way outside of the town hall?
Yeah.
Was that a successful speech, or did they look pretty much the same? Should we roll for that?
Yeah, go for it.
You do it. You're the main one.
Is that intimidation or persuasion?
Well, what did you want it to be?
I want it to be intimidating.
Okay.
And I got a natural 1, so I wasn't very intimidating.
They are so very scared. They are shaking in their boots.
I don't think that worked.
Hey, who are you?
Jerry?
No, who are you? You're this community. You are in arms. You are fellow warriors.
You know, you trying to do the speech doesn't work at all. It's sorry. It just seems weird.
Okay.
Look, they're better. Got a 4.
Well, they got a natural 1, so they are... Yeah! Oh, boy!
What did I tell you?
Stupid.
This is crazy!
Yeah, that's
We are
right.
ready!
Let's do this thing. Get to your stations, just like we planned. Let's go do this thing!
Alright, and I walk out to the most open spot in the entire town and just sit down, cross my legs, fold my arms, and just look.
As you see this full Rallic army, it looks like 50 or so people, and behind you, you maybe have 15 well-trained guys. As you just see them march, and you see our giant, He looks to be a general. He's not right up front. You see actually a Rallic. He's probably like, he's huge. Like, he's really fat. He's probably like 500 pounds. Maybe where all the beds would be going. It's possible. He is a big old heavy guy. And then you actually see Greater Kendoti standing on his other side.
What's he doing over there?
He's sort of tattered up. He's got one eye, but he looks to be another general. You can see.
I can take away that other eye.
Yeah?
Hey, I'm still sitting there with my arms crossed, kind of staring at them. You guys should probably turn on those crossbows now.
Crossbows ready! And like, I have like already stationed 2 different people who know how to man this thing, so like they're already up there.
As they approach to the gate, are you gonna surrender?
What does it look like? Shoot up! Go!
Do you shoot them?
Yes.
All right. You know what? I'll have you roll for the attacks on the
19 and 16.
All right. So one of them, one guy definitely hits where did you about tell them to aim?
Oh, I was just telling them just to like start like unloading? On like on the whole group.
And trying to get as many of them shot as possible.
So one guy's doing exactly what you say as he's just unloading onto the army. He's killed about 5 people as they're starting to sort of disperse across the field to sort of get away. As the other guy is kind of just like. He's like just shooting.
Hey, you're in the game.
He doesn't really know what he's kind of just. And he's just you know, he got a nat 1. he's just shooting.
That's funny.
All right.
Quick, get your troops over there. Come on, man.
All right, man. We're gonna go head on. You ready? Follow behind me.
And we just run into the middle of the battle.
All right, you're coming out of the gate.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet them where they're at.
Right on top, our good old giant meets you and looks you in the eyes. Are you ready for that rematch?
You're about to find out. I run as far into the midst of them as possible, and I activate K-Octopus.
Yes!
So, what I'll do here? Yeah, okay. So, basically, all like from the ground, like these massive, chaotic tendrils just start like forming out of like the ground, the dirt around me, and they just start waving around as like everyone within like roughly 10 feet of me is just being grabbed and thrown. And if they're my allies, they get too close, they also get grabbed and thrown. And so everyone, it just starts wrapping around. And it stays up.
I'll be making an attack roll.
11.
All right, so you've definitely caught some people in the crossfire. You've definitely thrown at least 2 of your fellow companions.
Sorry. Stay back while I'm doing this.
As you get 3 or 4 other guys, but the giant, using his earth powers, actually sort of like surrounds himself in an earth cocoon. So these tentacles are just like smashing at him as they cannot break through it. As the Kendoti comes up and goes for another attack on you to try to break your concentration, he takes his spear and just goes for a nice stab.
I'm gonna attempt to dodge. I got an 8.
All right, you do not dodge this attack as he sort of stabs into your side. It sort of hits your armor, so it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but he definitely pierced you a little bit.
At that point, the tendrils start to fall back down.
And as I see this, and I see that he just got stabbed, I would like quickly like scribble something on like the chalkboard, and I like kind of like condense the energy, and I shoot a precise bolt aiming straight for his head, which it's like able to kind of
The
pinpoint.
Kendotis?
Yes.
All right.
That is a 15.
And you said it hits him right in the
Right in
head.
the face, yeah.
All right. It hits right in the eye that he'd already lost. Just like kind of blasting him out. You just took him out. He was not a very strong fella. He's kind of more there as an accessory.
That's what you get,
traitor. As he just sort of falls to the ground.
Nice.
That's right. Alright. I look back towards the giant, and I just kind of take a moment to center myself as I activate another one of my keys. The brawn of the rhino fit, as you just see like my muscles just get like bigger as I just increase my strength and my stamina for a minute. Come at me, giant.
As you see him, he hears you from inside of his cocoon, and you see him sort of break out, and like rocks just go flying across the battlefield. Sort of, they're hitting the other relics, and he hit one of the other your townspeople as well as. And it actually flies so far that it takes out one of the crossbows as it just like pummels through the wall.
Whoa! Well, I guess it's time for the trebuchet. I like run over the trebuchet, and I use my beast form ability, and I turn into an armadillo. And I get into the trebuchet.
Alright.
And I just curl up into like a ball, and then I like, watch me.
Alright. Yeah. Alright. Were you aimed at anywhere in particular? Or?
Yeah, towards like the big giant man.
He aimed you pretty well, so you hit the you're just hitting.
Yeah, I'm
straight
just staying
for the giant.
curled up so that way my like hard shell just smacks right into this.
I'll have you roll to see how hard you actually can smack him.
That's an 11.
All right, so you hit him pretty well right in the back. He stumbles to the floor as he picks himself up, and he looks at you and he's like,
I'm just
"Is that all you've got?"
try and run away.
At the moment he turns around, I like, after just buffing myself, I look at him and I run towards him and use my martial arts strike to just go right for this temple on the side of his head and just see if I can do enough damage to his head, just give him a concussion, knock him out, something. I rolled a 14.
All right. You smash his head in as this time you fully knock him to the ground, and he is staggered as you hear a sound in the distance. It's like it's a horn.
What's that?
And as you look around the battlefield at this point, you notice your fighters have taken out a great number of warriors, and things are looking really good for you. But that horn, you just don't know where it's coming from. And
I curl up.
And as you
An armadillo.
listen in the woods, you hear.
That's not good, is it?
As what you can only imagine a big old bear with thorns scattered across its back comes barreling at you.
I like crawl over to Dragon, and I'm like, throw me!
Well, what?
Throw me at
All
the
right.
thing!
Roll for that. I only got a 10, so.
And you're just looking to impact it?
Yeah, and then I want to like be able to like bite onto like his back or his fur or anything that I can like kind of grab my teeth onto as he's running
So you definitely smack him right on the head. I'll have you roll because the back is quite spiny. So we'll see how.
16.
All right, so you're able to find a nice snug spot as an armadillo where you're just kind of flapping around. This thing is huge, so it doesn't feel like I took so much damage from you, but you're kind of just flopping as it continues its way barreling towards you.
So I'm gonna do the bravest thing I've ever done in my life, and I'm going to go out of my beast form, and I'm going to as I'm kind of holding on to this thing, I'm gonna use crippling touch right on its back.
All right.
12.
So you get a hold of it, and you're putting all your energy into it, and you think it's working, but you can sort of feel it it is making this thing angry as you are crippling it, but it's also not enough to stop it.
As watching it getting closer, I'm going to also take out a gemstone and kind of flatten it and throw it to the ground using prism barrier to shoot up a shield. And instead of normally when I do this, I try to kind of shield around myself. I'm gonna instead stretch it as far along as a wall as I can, and try to almost create a barrier for this thing to get across.
Alright. And it shakes you off and throws you. And it actually, as it throws you, it kind of sprawls needles out into the open. As it sticks you right in the chest with one of its thorns. Alright, what
Tumble on the ground.
give me a strength on your wall.
12.
Alright, the bear smashes into it at full force, but it holds. But you do feel an immense amount of force as there's a big... You almost can't hold it, but you were just able to
It
get
definitely cracked on my side. I can even see it. Can't hold this for long. We'll get ready.
As Malik steps up behind the bear, you do feel the ground shake as this guy is massive. He's not as tall as you though. He's just a big fellow. As he's big enough to hold 2 shotguns, and he blasts the wall down as it crumbles.
Are the crossbow people's, or is one of the crossbow things still left or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Quick! Shoot him!
Alright, I'll have you roll for him.
That's a 6.
Alright, as he's shooting, he gets a couple of the Rallic stragglers, but he does not make an impact on Malik.
A little out of range.
As you see Malik sort of look to his giant friend as he's just sort of getting back up on his feet as he destroys the other crossbow.
That's it. I go for a tornado kick to try to permanently take care of this giant. And I got a 2.
Alright, as you attempt to tornado kick, you're just trying to hit him.
Yeah.
He catches your foot on his way up, and he sort of twists you around and tries throwing you into Darken.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to just use some of my martial arts know-how to just grab the ground at some point and just turn around and stop myself right before hitting into him.
Alright.
That was only an 8.
Alright, so you get enough force, but you still sort of butt up against him, so you're right. You don't do a whole lot of damage as you stop most of the force, but you definitely make some sort of impact as you two are now together. As you see Malachi and the giant come to you.
Dude, you ready for this?
I guess. I am going to use my command word ability on the bear. And if I roll higher than him, then he has to follow my command as long as it doesn't hurt him. Or, yeah.
Alright.
It's a 13.
So you try as hard as you can, but he just breaks out of it. You're like getting it, and you sort of see it to work, but he's just not. You're just not there yet. So he breaks out of it, and you see him sort of run off and is attacking the other towns villagers as they're trying to fend him off. As they get up to you, they're like, 2v2. I like our odds. Well, as the giant reaches out and pulls out his giant scimitar.
Hey, look, how about you just cut your losses while you're ahead? Okay.
At this point, I should still have my Brawn of the Rhino event active as I go for a martial arts strike right to the giant's face again. I just running right at him. And it's a 5.
All right, so he actually puts his sword in front of your face as you punch his sword, and you just sort of feel the reverberation in it. As you're not very damaged yourself, but you definitely did not hit him.
All right, I'm using my delirium again on the big boy.
All right.
That is a 2.
This is on the giant?
Yes.
Alright, it does not work as you see nothing within him.
What? Come on.
As the giant goes for a nice slash on Dragoon, and our friend Malachi drops one of his shotguns and just is loading his other one.
For the slash, I'm going to use my redirect attack to give me a better advantage on dodge, countering his move there. So in total, it's 21.
All right, and as he goes, you completely dodge out of the way as there was no shot. You're
I'm gonna actually
abilities.
even kind of parry off of his blade a little bit and go for a punch right to his face again. I'm gonna go right for his same temple, hopefully, and just hit it again, just enough to knock him out completely.
All right.
I got a 10.
All right, as you go in, he is able to move out of the way just in time as you sort of miss that opportunity. And Malachi has just finished loading his shotgun as he points it straight at you.
I use sporadic step, so it basically is. It allows me to teleport anywhere within 15 feet as long as I roll higher than 10. Otherwise, if it's 10 or lower, it's like a scale, and the lowest is the 1, the highest is 10. If it's on the high end of the scale, it's you choose regardless where I teleport. But if it's 10, then it's better for me. If it's a 1, it's the worst possible place that I could teleport to. It's a 7.
All right, so you teleport. You're on his shoulders. As he looks up, what the heck?
I immediately use crippling touch on his eardrums. I smack his eardrums and then use crippling touch.
All right, give me a roll.
9.
The crippling touch doesn't really do anything, but smacking his eardrums sort of pops his ears as it's as he throws you off.
All right. That's it. I'm just done with this giant. I go for another tornado kick. While infusing it with bestial claws as well. So my kick itself actually has claws on it.
All right.
And they'll come with it.
Oh, an 8. You got an 18. as you go in for this kick, he grabs your leg again, and he just throws you across the field. As Malachi blasts his shotgun at Darkin.
I try and roll out of the way just to barely miss it. We'll see. 6.
Alright, you dodge about half of it as you still get blasted and littered across the right side of your body as you are in pain.
I quick rush over and use my key of minor restoration.
And then immediately, like with like the slight regain of strength, as well as the adrenaline kind of running through me, I just like right away use my key of precise bolt and just like and throw it right in this guy's face because he just smashed me good.
What do you got?
A 7.
Alright, and as you blast him, it hits him right in the head. Luckily, he's wearing a helmet, so it takes that right off of him. It's like, what the heck?
Alright, that's it. So I run actually at Malachi instead this time, and I again fuse my hands with bestial claws, and go for just a martial arts strike with it. I got 11. Oh no.
As he's able to, this fat 500-pound man is able to completely move out of the way of this immense speed of his fist.
Am I not in my touch?
You're not exactly sure how he does it.
What is going on right now?
But one moment he's there and he just boom, is to the side of you as he gives you a big old punch to the head.
I'm gonna use my redirect attack to try and dodge it and then counter off of it.
And I'm also going to work in tandem with this, and I'm going to use minor disruption right next to his ear and just go like right in his ear, so like he's just like, what is happening? And like, why is it so close to me, you know?
I got a total of 20 on my redirect attack.
Got 16 on my minor disruption.
Well, your disruption along with the attack just it completely malfunctions his brain as he falls to the ground. And what are you doing?
So then I'm redirecting the punch he was throwing, and I'm just going for a backhand strike just right to his, again in the temple, just trying to really shake his head right now and just make him like.
As you do that, and he's fallen to his knees, he falls to the ground, and he is super disorientated as he's struggling to get up off the ground.
Body slam him! Come on, man!
I just go in for like an elbow strike right down to his head. 18.
As you elbow strike, you completely destroy his head. It just whatever you did with everything, just it is crushed as you have killed Malachi. And as you see the look in the giant's face, he gives one more
That's
attack.
right.
And you just see the anger in his eyes as he as you hear the ground shake from below you as this giant boulder just sort of grabs from the ground as he chucks it at the both of you.
I'm gonna again use my redirect attack to try to just avoid this thing extra carefully.
I'm using sporadic step again. Let's see if I can get out of here. I got an 8.
Oh, this was.
So not where I wanted, but not also terrible.
Oh, total I still only got a 5.
Alright, so Darkin, you are now like completely to the right of him, completely out of range of this. You're not real close to the giant, but you are definitely out of the way as this boulder just comes flying at you as it hits you directly in the body, sort of crushing your body.
Dragon!
And I'm gonna try and distract this big boy with delirium.
All right.
Once again, that is a magnificent 2, but it's a very strong 2.
As it
if that
does
helps.
not work at all. Again, it's just like, come on! What are you trying to do?
Look, all right, that's my least practiced ability. Okay, give me some slack.
But in the distance, you do see as the people have been able to fend off this bear, as it sort of ran back into the forest, too scared to continue, as they sort of come to your aid and are willing to take on this guy with you.
I do use my key to activate minor restoration again, and kind of pull myself up a little bit at least, and.
Are you okay?
Nope.
Dude, you look really bad, man.
I feel really bad. I'm gonna use my breath weapon on him.
All right.
It's a 15.
All right then. You totally catch his left arm as you just. It is charred. As he's patting it out.
I'm gonna try and use my breath weapon as well to add to the flames.
That's right. Fight fire with fire.
You're not quite close enough, so you just.
My flame is like.
As he's just
really
as he's just
small.
standing
He
there
hasn't practiced in a while.
He's just confused at what just happened. As you see him, he's really injured and disorientated that his master just got killed. As you hear him sound off another horn.
I quickly, as soon as I hear that horde, I use precise bolt to try and destroy the horde.
I'm gonna use the same thing. Precise bolt on the horn.
I got a 14.
I got a 2.
Well, Darkin, you breaks into pieces.
Let's go!
I just shot randomly.
As he looks around, knowing that there's no help, and he summons up another great wall as he did once before.
Not today.
How
tall is this wall?
It's probably like right above your eyesight. So it's not incredibly tall.
I'm going to attempt to just hoist myself up this wall and just leap over it.
All right.
And just run after this guy. I'm back.
All right.
I have advantage on buttons. Total of 18.
All right. You most certainly hoist yourself up over the wall as you
get
said.
him! You're not getting away this time.
As he's running into the woods, just trying to get away from you.
Alright, I'm gonna again use precise bolt as he's a little bit farther away and just try to hit him in the leg so he can stop running.
Alright.
4.
As you shoot, you hit like a tree branch.
I'm not really good at these long range ones.
It's 5 feet behind him. He doesn't even notice it. He's just still booking it.
Alright, I'm still gonna try to catch up to him as much as I can. And if I can catch up to him, I'm going to attempt to do a martial arts strike with bestial
Okay,
velocity.
I'll have you roll to see if you can catch up to him.
Alright, I got a 6.
Alright, so he actually notices that you're catching up to him, and he starts to slow down as you slowly come to him, as he turns around and strikes you. And he pummels you to the ground as it takes the breath out of you. Stay down.
I'm gonna try to reach up and grab and just use crippling touch.
Alright.
I got a 12.
Alright, you grab a hold on him and it definitely weakens him, but not enough to it isn't enough to keep him from having the upper edge on you at this point. As he looks at you and he says, "Don't make me do this."
I Did I make it around the wall by this time? I went the long way, like just kind of walking around.
They're a couple. They're probably maybe 100 feet in the woods or so.
I start running.
They've made it quite a while.
I'm going to use my increased grappling ability to. If he tries to punch me anymore, I'm gonna grab onto him and attempt to go around. I still should have a little bit left of my brawn of the rhino fit and try to actually hold his arms down.
All right.
5.
Well, as he swings for another one, you get up, you grapple on him. He comes around, but he actually takes you up off of him and smacks you, knocking you out cold. And as you get to your brother, you see him there on the floor, and you assume at first glance that he might be gone.
Dragon! I like run over to him and like shaking him. Dragon! Step on me! Come on, brother!
As you slowly awaken and you open your eyes in like a daze.
Oh, thank goodness.
I just instinctively, almost without even thinking, just use minor restoration on myself. Where is he?
I slap him in the face.
What's wrong with you? Dude, you look bad.
You're not chasing this guy anymore. And I like kind of pick him up and I'm like, oh, heavy. And I start like walking back.
As you see the townspeople like flood the forest too, coming to you. We did it! We did it! You saved us!
Oh, good job, guys.
I couldn't catch him.
Here, let us help you. Let us help you.
Yeah, he's still out there.
As they like have this homemade stretcher that they brought, as the like 5 or 6 of them grab a hold and take him back.
Well, yes, there may be still one left, but you guys have a formidable defense now and a good way of, defending the village. So, I'd say this is a job well done.
We appreciate all
I
that you've
kind
done
of
for
crumble
us.
down. It's like I'm like still like really hurting.
As they bring out another stretcher and are hoisting
thank you.
you back too. And they lay you back in your house and let you rest. As that is where we will end this episode of M&M.
Awesome.
With a tale of 2 heroes.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this special episode. And we hope you enjoyed the episode. Leave a like, comment, and make sure you subscribe. And join us for the next episode. Thank you.